Hello and welcome
So,
back.
well, just so we know, don't you hate it when bullshit happens?
Yeah.
We
Hello.
already did this vid, but unfortunately something happened in the editing.
Yep, I accidentally tried to save the video file with the same file name, and apparently the video editor didn't like that. So, hello and welcome back to a reshoot of episode 5 of Age of Empires Civil War. We are going with the Byzantines, a defensive civ. Buildings get an additional 10% per age, starting in the Dark Age. Camels, skirmishers, pikemen, and halberdiers cost 25% less. Fire ships do 20%, have 20% more attack. Advancing to the Imperial Age costs 33% less. Town Watch is free. Unique unit cataphract. Unique text Greek fire. Fire ships get +1 range. Logistic cataphracts cause trample damage. And team bonus monks heal 50% faster.
Also, if you look at the tech tree as a whole, you'll notice they have a lot open to them.
Well, outside of the obvious Eagle Warrior.
No
And
battle
Eagle's
elephants,
good.
but that's a. But the thing is, the battle elephants is mainly a. Well, Southeast Asian civ thing. But for the most part, aside from a few other things like Parthian tactics, bloodlines, herbal medicine for some strange reason, zappers, Ray Scorpion Siege Onager, masonry and architect. The masonry research line is completely gone due to the fact that building health they get already. No siege engineers, and also notice no blast furnace, but other than that, pretty much everything else is accessible.
Right.
And we're going on Baltic, which basically is we're along the edges of a giant lake.
Oh, and by the way, viewers, in case you haven't already noticed, I've moved my webcam to the other side so that it doesn't obscure my wood count.
And I already see my first sheep, even though I'm not close enough to control it.
Same here.
And I just noticed we're in very similar positions the last time. I don't know whether that's just silly coincidence or something else.
It's probably a mix of both.
In the meantime, get my villagers up to work. Oh, and if you notice my voice not cutting out as often as it usually is, it's because in this video, and all future games that have multiplayer, we'll be using Discord.
Unless there's screen share involved, in which case we'll be using Skype.
Unless Discord suddenly gets a feature that lets you do that, but... Yeah, I'm just glad we were able to do this now. Glad and slightly lucky that we were able to redo this now instead of later, because earlier today my internet was behaving kind of strangely. It was being really slow. And it was not just my computer and my phone, it was the entire building. maybe someone was working on the lines or something else. I'm not sure.
Either way, ouch. Okay, Scout. You explore the area.
Although it's kind of also weird. Although it does kind of the fact that this happened kind of upsets me because last attempt at this we've counted something very funny with a sheep.
Oh, the cliff sheep?
Yeah. Basically, it was trapped between cliffs.
I could probably add it as a screenshot in this one.
Yeah.
Because we were smart enough to take screenshots of the damn thing.
Yeah.
Of course I don't have enough wood to build a mining camp.
The way I usually start myself is to have basically my two of my initial villagers getting food from sheep, and the third one's on wood, and then have the first villager trained out of the town center start building at least 6 houses.
Yeah. I can definitely see why that would work. But
of course, you have your own way of doing things that seems. Okay, now I'll get my first lumber camp up here.
I'm gonna come see your sister sing and then go. Well, time to go.
Oh jeez, there are even more sheep here. Another thing about this map, seem to be more sheep around than normal.
wonderful. That just means more food. Whoop.
Okay, that works. Oh, I see your scout.
I'm not blocking the way for sheep, am I?
No, I think I already grabbed any sheep that your direction.
Okay. By the way, not sure if you already knew or care, but gold mine right here.
I've noticed. It's just I'm mostly focused on this one right now.
Ah, okay.
I'll get it when I'm done with that one. Gonna get my black barracks up.
Oh, hey, I can advance to feudal.
Wow, that's a close relic.
Wow. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to go back to my...
And more sheep?
Jeez! Okay, speaking of relic, I'm going to have to go back to my town and start exploring that a little better. Oh, hey! You have a dock.
Just remember, when we start... Good grief.
What?
Why is it that sometimes I mean, when we were starting off, I would always during those lost recordings, I would always beat you to feudal age, at least until I think Indians, but now it's like, it seems to go either way. Sometimes you get there first, and I don't know what you're doing that's causing it to go that way.
might just be the fact that I'm getting better at this. At resource gathering in general.
Oh, and also, since we were doing the Final Fantasy VI playthrough, I've decided to swap from the Final Fantasy VI music on my game and just went back to regular music. Although
Yay.
although I am still using the Age of Empire, there's one music mod. Although three songs at the end will still be heard to me by the mingling my words.
Lol.
But then again, with almost everything I haven't prepared or ad-libbing, I usually mingle what I say. It's like I get so fixated of how I want to say something that it just comes out all.
Yeah, I'm not sure I blame you. Okay, so I'm going to be exploring around my town to see if there's any relics that I'm missing out on. Oh, hey! Market done. Cartography. Ah! Mouse!
What happened?
It was non-responsive. That is all I have to say.
Speaking of which, I should probably get mine up.
Yeah.
Before anything else. Okay, now those that new sheep are taken care of. Now to start hunting. Yoo-hoo! Bambi! You die!
Wow, lots of resources here. You know the sad part?
What?
With my luck, there's probably going to be a relic hidden behind. That was a knock on the door. Hang on. This is going to be a part I cut out. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't a noise complaint. Good to know.
Which is funny because considering what I could hear from it, which was clearer than it usually is. I thought it sounded like it was on my end. Oh.
Oh, by the way, I also have a close relic. Kind of.
And I think I just found green.
I can tell. Oh! The mill dried up.
So you want to know what one of the embarrassing things, something embarrassing about the Byzantine Empire? The reason it fell is because someone, not because of gunpowder or anything of the sort, but it's because the ultimate reason it was captured by the Ottomans is because someone left one of the gates open.
Wow! I guess that's what happens when your empire is focused around trade. It was in the optimal spot for that. In its defense.
Alright, you got your docks up. I'm now to build trade carts and cogs.
Alright.
And judging from the distance my carts are going to have to take, mine are going to be coming back with quite a... We're both going to be getting quite a bounty from this.
Yep. Yay. Oh, hi, Green.
You bumped into green before you bumped into yellow.
Wow. I bumped into Green Scout, actually.
Yeah, it's just... It's still kind of funny. You have yet to find Yellow's base yet. And... Hey, Boar, don't ignore me.
Wow. Oh, hi, Yellow!
And I just realized I could have had resources to go to Castle for quite a while. Odd straight D. Oh, there's Yellow. Now I'm gonna get the monastery up. Well, I built that castle in the right place at the right time.
Uh-oh.
What?
Militia.
So someone decided to hit you too.
No, not really. It's just that I remembered my scout was over here.
And I just, in fact, I just noticed our side is kind of short on the stone department.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you know, although I don't know if you've noticed the big one on the west side of your camp.
I have.
Any reason you haven't gone for them yet?
Outside of the simple fact that, oh Christ, I need, God fucking damn it, I need houses.
And you found a random sheep. Oh, I see you're building them up here.
Yeah, they're not likely to be able to reach up here.
Jeez, you got 2 relics next to you. What is your trade card doing? Why would you send it to this one? You know the enemy when the enemy sees it, they're gonna kill it.
Well, in this case, I figure that I may as well take advantage of that trade outpost while it's there.
Found Yellow's monastery. And of course, the enemy east side of the map has the excess stone. Meaning either we're gonna have to be very sneaky and eat or bump one of them off early. And I don't think either of us is in a position to do the latter.
Yeah. Alternatively, we could rely on our markets a little more than we usually do.
And we found last relic. Granted, I was sneaky and stole another one of their relics.
Speaking of which, what the fuck am I doing?
I don't know, what are you doing? And that's pretty much the whole of the land mapped out.
Yay. Alright. Meanwhile.
Okay, Scout bumped into some aggression, but nothing too severe. Actually, I think you lucked out more on stone than I did. Because you have 3 stone clumps, and I have only 2.
Okay, Yellow is mobilizing towards something. And they have a monastery.
And it's toward a siege workshop. up their building. Meanwhile, pretty much both of us have lucked out on the gold department. Look at all the, aside from the trade stuff, but look at all the smaller gold mines that we've got around us. There's this one, and this one, and that.
Bottom line, they're all over the place.
You know that that trade route to Yellow is working out pretty well, considering their military's out of the way. At this point, the only thing that would cause trouble is if a castle was built in the way or something.
Yeah. Though considering they have a monastery there, I'm kind of concerned if they get the idea to do that.
And one of your monks has a relic, and it's not hasn't put it back.
Oh, whoa, 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 easy, villagers.
And no more stone for me. Poopy. Well, to be fair, considering the limited access here, 2 castles might be all I need. Heh. I think you just officially pissed off Yellow. And why are they coming to me if they're pissed off at you?
Hell if I know.
Well, I think you've gotten Green's attention. Or they're just building their own siege workshop. Yeah, it looks like your trade route's gonna have to end in a bit. Because, well, they've just walled themselves in. And I just realized we seem to have hit the part of the game where everyone gets really quiet.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we've already explored most of the map. I mean, we know where everything is, so it's like, at this point, it's just rushed to a decent tech level, maybe get an army up, build the wonder, and then clobber them. Until we get to the final part, it's not really all that interesting.
Yeah. Ah! Dad, pause it. Alright, don't you love it when your dad interrupts?
And, why is it frozen on my end?
Good God, the ping!
Okay. That was concerning for a second.
Yeah. By the way, for reference, I have the resources for a wonder victory.
Okay.
So, should I start?
Not yet.
Alright. I guess in the meantime, I'll just get everybody ready for it.
Well, you. Ugh.
That is some ridiculous ping.
I don't understand. It didn't happen until the call occurred, and then.
What?
What just happened?
Well... Shit.
What did you do?
I did nothing!
I can only assume the game decided to had it up to here with your...
No. You disconnected.
No, I didn't.
Well, this is more than a little weird.
You know what? It's gonna be like that. I'm just gonna kill them right now.
By the way, I can hear your audio crystal clear. And it's kind of interfering with...
Interfering with what?
Interfering with my... It's kind of interfering with my concentration. Actually. Alright. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going for the Wonder Victory now.
Wait a minute, you're still in game and yet for some reason...
This is weird.
Did we just somehow end up in separate games?
That's looking to be what's happening here.
Just, well, at this point, I honestly don't know what to say at this point, because both of our actual bases seem to have entered pocket dimensions. That's the best way I can describe it.
Jeez.
I mean, all I did was pause the game.
Your soldiers are still on auto attack.
Impero. Ah.
mind games ended.
And my wonder is still standing.
A little curious to see how it looks on your end, but...
Alright.
And now, while I wait for you to be done, I'm just going to be watching YouTube.
Okay, just be sure to keep the volume down so that it's not audible on my end.
Okay, I put my headphones in. Hopefully that'll help. And I think I just might have noticed something that may have had something to do with it. Apparently a Steam client updater has been downloaded and I need to restart.
Wow!
So, close to...
Wonder Victory 2 years.
In other words, around 2 seconds.
Basically. 5 wonders! Achievement unlocked! So, I've run into another potential problem with my webcam. It's blocking the achievement gain. Okay, so...
So, yeah.
Not sure what happened there.
Well, at the very least, we'll have victory video documentation.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd be nowhere if you didn't. Above all, I hope you enjoyed this insanity. I will see you in the next video.
And Microsoft, if you're watching this, fix your game.
Goodbye.